Okay, brother, I'm here. I hope I can be heard okay. And for the third straight day, right when I come on, technical difficulties. And right now, my mouse don't want to work. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. It's always right when I come on. And then something's got to happen. And I need my mouse. And just like that, man, it just went out on me. So I'm sitting up here trying to fix it as we speak. Somehow I clicked off of my mouse. Trying to fix it right now. And it won't work. And I'm not surprised. Now, right after the video, it's going to work fine. So see, telling you, brethren, that it's little things like that. It could frustrate you, but I just ain't going to let it. I'm going to just have to use my, move some things around here so I can use my, my computer pad. Wow, that's no coincidence, man. You know, it's always going to be something when it comes to spiritual. Yeah, my mouse does not want to work. Could be the battery. Let me turn it off and turn it on. Yeah, won't respond, won't do nothing. Not surprised at all. Well, anyway, just have to use my other pad there here, so I'm gonna probably be a little slower doing what I want to do here on the computer. Let me go ahead and get it started. Shofar. Uh, All right. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for another opportunity. See, can't use my mouse. Isn't that something? Thank you for another opportunity to try to be a light while I'm in this reality, to share the light of your word, to have fellowship with my brethren. Um, yeah, I got batteries. Matter of fact, here, let me just go ahead and change it. How much you want to bet that that's probably the problem? Because usually the light goes out in the back of the mouse. That's probably the problem. It usually will get real choppy. That'll let you know you need a new battery. So let me just put another one in right quick. I bet you that's the problem. Hold on. Didn't want to take up all that time fussing with the battery, but might as well try it. I bet you that's probably what the problem is. Sometimes you hit a button, and that knocks everything off. Now, let's see. Nope, I got a new battery in, and it's still not working. So somehow I hit the mouse, and I knocked off the, I don't have time to deal with it right now. I hit the mouse, and I stopped it from working. Nope, I did something. All right, I just have to use my other mouse. That's all right. My finger, I'm gonna be a little slower, but that's all right. All right, thank you, brother. Thank you, Nazarene, for that suggestion. It's something I evidently hit a button and I knocked off the function for the mouse. I'm not surprised. These things, But thank you, Creator. Thank you again this opportunity to try to take a little time out of the day, have fellowship with my brethren, share the light of your word. Thank you for the opportunity to tell my brethren that to be in the calling of a faithist is the highest honor in the world today, without a shadow of a doubt, by far. And Creator, pray you give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while I'm doing this video, and hopefully that I can share with brethren and we can bless one another while we have a little time together. So, brethren, again, thank you. My name is Shaikwab Ban Yisrael. Welcome to my channel. I try to just be a light. I try to be a servant. I try to be about the will of my Father who art in heaven. I try to redeem the time, and I believe that if you think about it, you sit down, you think about it, and you take note of the world that we live in, that by far the most important thing that you can probably do is anything that will benefit you eternally. And that's where the Creator, he steps in. We're in a situation right now where we in the world where nobody has the answers that a faithist has. A faithist is whom the OAHSPE practical guidebook, it calls us the new generation, are called the faithists. These are the sons and daughters, brides and bridegrooms. The Creator, he's created them because he's going to raise them up. The Creator, even right now, is populating reality with all different types of worlds. And he's going to very plain and simply put his children on them. This earth, it ain't the only earth. It ain't the only planet. We're not the only mortals. And we're just part of a larger plan where the Creator says, I'm going to raise up. We're like a farm, man. It's like we're in the field. You got the seed. You throw it out there, and then when it comes time for the harvest, you go out there and harvest them. And then, if you're harvesting watermelon, you're gonna go out, get it, cut it up, put it on the plate, and serve it. The same way with faithists. That's the big picture right there. Faithists are the only brethren who are able to endure the fact that, you see, to give this type of knowledge to people, it's hard. Just like the New Testament, Jesus Christ said, you got to put new wine in the new wineskins. You can't put old wine. You can't put new wine in the old wineskins. Meaning, you can't put new teaching like this into old wineskins of tradition and churchianity and religion. It says, because the new wine, it'll burst the old wineskins and all the wine will run out. That's where we are right now. That's why religion cannot handle what the Creator is doing in this reality. Religion can't handle it because it's new wine. And the Creator, I'm up here trying to use the mouse and I can't use it. The Creator, he is using the children now. He started the cosmic era, and he's using the children. He's starting with them. We are the children, the faithists, we the children. He's using us. And from here on out, we're going to just keep going now. From here on out, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep spreading. Our numbers are going to get bigger. And the kingdom, like it says in the Bible, it don't come with observation. That's a good verse to probably bring up. We should look at it because we've read it. Oh, and you know what? I'm glad I remember, man. Hey, Fritz. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for checking in, Fritz. Good to see you, man. Good to see all y'all. Elijah, Nazarene, Fritz, and anybody else who's watching. Thank you for coming, joining in. Now, brother, listen, I'm talking to somebody. Y'all don't know who he is. I talked all that. I'm talking to you if you're listening. I don't think you are. But I'm going to say it again, man. You mean to tell me out of that whole video where I talked mostly about the Creator, you mean yesterday when I talked all about the Creator, all you want to do is criticize me for the statement I made about 9/11? You mean out of the whole video, if you listen, the only thing that's stuck in your mind was what I said about 9/11, telling me to prove it and how I'm crazy, how I shouldn't be saying things like that? You mean out of the whole video, that's the only part that, see, I don't want to get upset, man. Now, what I did is I went and I dug it up again. Okay, now look at all these videos. You see? Look at just pick one, man. Go to the site that I told you to go to. And here they are right here. There go the software platform. Okay. Now just look at all these videos where the truth got out, but you think they're going to let you know it? See, you thought I was joking. Look at all this evidence right here that there were no planes involved, brother. You see that? Look at that. Look at all of these videos they're trying to show you. So I'm not just talking out of the back of my behind. I've seen these videos, I've considered the evidence, and the evidence is conclusive. Okay? So now, there's my evidence of what I'm talking about. I just showed you one, and you thought that I made it up. Okay? So now that's that. I'm finished with that forever. All right? If you want to, there. I did my part. I shared the evidence. Okay, now you go look at it. Now, back to the Creator, man. It's unbelievable, man. See, that's what I mean right there, You don't care about what the Creator got to say. All you do, I don't want to sound harsh, man. You hoping and praying, man, that somebody would catch on to the Creator. You mentioned one little distraction. No, Fritz, you saying people are so naive. I think you're saying that because you say planes did hit 9/11 and these people were saying they didn't. No, I was saying there were no planes involved in 9/11. There were no planes involved. There weren't any planes. And the brother was telling me that I was crazy. And I was showing him the evidence that shows there were no planes involved in 9/11. That's what I just got finished, those videos. I was talking to somebody else who was adamant. No, we saw it ourselves. And I was trying to explain cinematography and how the movies do it every day. Was the shark in Jaws real? All that shark in Jaws didn't do was start talking. Like, hey, Captain, I seen our orca. I saw where you killed my kid. Remember? That's cinematography, man. Do you really believe dinosaurs can talk? Or, come on, please. Come on, man. Come what about the people who died? Hey, look, man. See, I'm up here taking time away. See, that's the agenda right there. Now I will answer, since I brought it out in fairness, I will explain it. The planes where the people end up missing. Hey, you can strike planes anywhere in the world every day. Now, there are planes that they can hit every day and use the deceased as the people who died in that event. Anyway, look, don't ask me. I gave you the videos. I did my part. I showed you the evidence where there were no planes. So, now I see what the plan is to distract me from to distract me from the message, man. You see? It's always, and I went off and I took the bait. Mahalia, sister, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you, Mahalia. Hi, Kizzy. Never seen you before, but welcome to the room. It's a room for faithists. I don't know if you're a faithist. This is a room for faithists, for people, the new generation of the children of the Creator. Well, we've always been here. We've always been around. It's just that this day and age, the Creator has told us to call ourselves faithists. These are brethren who, for the most part, are able to identify the beast kingdom. We know what the beast kingdom is. The beast kingdom is religion. This is a room where brethren are being called to come out of her, like it says in Revelation 18. Faithists are brethren who are future gods and goddesses of the many, many worlds that the Creator has prepared. I still got a little stuffy nose, brethren. So I'm still not 100%, but let me get this stuffiness out. So, yeah, Kizzy, so this is a room where we are a small part of a larger group of brethren, and we're being raised up in this day and age to hear the voice of the Creator and to realize the will for our lives, which to make us future gods and goddesses. And I hope I don't sound kooky. I probably do. I don't know you. I've never seen you before. And that's what this room is all about. It's not for everybody. It's a room for brethren who are able to handle this word, because we come against the things like the Bible. We expose it. We expose religion, and it's something the world can't handle. So this room ain't for everybody. I hope I don't offend you. I hope that you keep company with us, and I hope I encourage you. And I usually do a reading at the top of the hour, and the name of the video today is called "Faithists Are Different." Faithists are different. And I'm going to use the OAHSPE Practical Guide. Okay. I didn't know. Okay. All right. Well, good to see you then. All right. I'm glad. All right, man. That's good. I'm glad, So anyway, okay. Yeah. Thank you for, what's your sign? What's your sign, Kizzy? Let me see. Let me look at your icon and try to guess before you tell me. Let's see. Are you a Pisces? I'm looking at your icon, trying to pick up some vibration. If you don't want to tell me, that's cool too. A lot of people, they not into that type of thing. I'm only asking because I have Creator given me a gift that when I bring the present, okay, Sagittarius. That's the learning sign. The learning sign and the teacher. The teachers of the zodiac are Sagittarius. They're very, very optimistic. man, you can't beat their optimism. They're the athletes of the zodiac too. Yep, Sagittarius. She's a teacher. I probably should force her to take the mic, and then I just sit and listen to her. I should just make her take the mic, and then she teach us a lesson, because that's the teacher right there. And what a teacher is, they can teach you in a way that you can understand it. See, the creator is beautiful, because every one of you, brethren, you got a vibration on you. See, that's why I like to find out what your vibration is, so I can show the beauty, your beauty. See, you brethren are beautiful. Mahalia, she a Cancer. Flex is a Leo, Libra rising. He wants you to know that. Elijah is Aquarius. Azarene is an Aquarius. See, you brother, I just love to see your beauty. I love to see your beauty, man. I love to tell you about it. Kizzy said, I do not have that gift, but I'm just in the background. Oh, you want to come on the channel? You mean? You want to come on the channel? Background means that I didn't put the link. Okay, you must have meant something else, like you're listening in. Okay. There's a way for you to come on the channel here, and I bring you on, and if you want to say a word, or you can. But I like to tell y'all gift. I like to tell you y'all beauty. Elijah, Aquarius representing. Come on, bro. Okay, you just listening. All right, that's cool. Come on, Elijah, the 19th, man, and bring your brethren with you, Elijah. Bring them with you, brother. When Pluto goes into Aquarius on the 19th, it's a new world. It's a new world. I don't know if you brethren know. It's a new world. It's a new world. And it tells me the Creator is going to bring he's going to bring his people. He's going to bring us into the world. He's going to bring in the kingdom of God in increments. When Pluto goes into Aquarius on the 19th, now, not all in one day. Pluto's been going into Aquarius for a couple of years now. But, the planets, when they go into, like when a planet goes into a zodiac house, it works like a pendulum, It goes in and swings out, stays out for a little while, goes back in, stays in a little longer, goes out. Then comes back in, stays a little bit longer, goes back out. And then we're at the time where when Pluto goes into Aquarius, November 19th, it's going to go back in. It's going to stay there for the next 20 years. And you know what? That's 4 or 5 years before the harvest of the FAITHISTS. So we in a time where a lot of brethren ain't going to be able to move with the Creator. I say this all the time. You brethren know it. But Elijah, come on, man. Bring your brethren. It's time for the healing medicine. It's time for the new discoveries to lift the healing, the diseases. It's time for the brotherhood of man. That's Aquarius. Remember the song? Age of Aquarius. Age of... See, I'm going to stop because I'm going to start dancing, because I like that song, Yeah, that's what that's what his flavor is. See, it's the brotherhood of man. See, now we in Capricorn. Capricorn is every man for himself. It's competition. Capricorn, hard work. There are more Capricorns in the Boxing Hall of Fame than any other sign. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, that's the sign of hard work. But the bittersweet side is that there's only room for so many people at the top of the mountain, and that's them. Well, a lot of people get left out right now. Pluto is giving strength to Capricorn. where it's a system of the few. But Aquarius is a system for the many. See? All right, let me stop because that's not everybody's flavor. I realize that. I can dig it. You know, I'm not offended that it's not everybody's flavor. It's just something that I like to bring it out from time to time. I like to bless brethren. I like to look at your beauty. You know, I believe that, brethren, we have a flavor about us that ain't nobody else got. You know, we got a flavor about us. So anyway, on with my program. You know, here's my channel, and I'm still trying to use my mouse. My mouse ain't working. I got to use the other pad. So I got a room. We got a room on Facebook. Here's my brother Omian's room. Show you his room first. So this is his room, and well, I'm not sure. I got to share the tab. And it's hard to use this pad too because I got to use both my fingers to scroll it up. All right, so here's Brother Omian's room on Facebook, and now it's going to start messing with me. And I need my good old mouse to deal with this. Okay, forget it. Anyway, you can see his room right there. Here's another room that the brothers got. Another room that the brothers got. Cosmic teaching. So you got 3 rooms when you include my room right here, where if somebody you see in this video and you want to join with other brethren, where we post verses from the OAHSPE, you know, and just try to, we in the world where, like I was just saying, people focus on everything, anything except the Creator. Anything except the Creator. Now, I got links on my brethren in the description area, so you can click on them as well. More powerful brethren, you know, their flavor, a lot of them is science and technology and history. See, the Creator, he raised up all kinds of different brethren now. And we hitting you with our flavor. We hitting you with our vibration. See? For the sake of blessing you. We're trying to figure out a way to bless you so that you'll turn around and then you figure out a way to look at your brother differently. Your brother is anybody with the breath of life in them. Brother, sister. That's another reason why a lot of people ain't going to be able to handle the practical guidebook, the OAHSPE. Because it ain't got no racism in it. People need racism to feel good. They need to have hate in their heart to feel good. Condemning, see, people, we live in a reality where people, they get off. People get off on talking about other people, talking evil about them, what's going to happen to them, the white man, choking on that racist steak. It feels good to them. Now that the OAHSPE coming along talking about, hey, look, all y'all organs, if you ever look, all y'all organs on the inside of your body is the same. Did you know that? All your organs are the same. I got to grab something real quick. Brother, stay with me for a second. Give me exactly 20 seconds. I got to grab something. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. We live in a situation where the thing that gets people's attention, the thing that people like, it's got to be some type of controversy. It's got to be where you talking about somebody else. You're getting you getting a kick out of talking about somebody else's problems or how somebody else is evil and you're not. And that gets people's attentions in this reality. People, it's like a quirk in the human nature where we like controversy. We like giving it to somebody. Feeding off of their misery. And the Creator is now, he's saying he let that go on for a little bit. It was never his will. But he wanted to show man, you evil. You evil. You naturally just will, you just won't do right, man. If I don't step in, you're going to always have the type of system where you're going to seek to enslave your brother. Because we ain't all got the same comprehension level. And it's always going to be somebody who he's going to have the ability to enslave his brother. That's what British colonialism was all about. They had the bullets, so they was the boss. And the Creator, he let that go on so that he could bring about the cosmic era where we are right now. And all that oppression, affliction, and vexation that men have done to one another is going to stand as a monument, a reminder of his behavior. Creator say, I'm gonna let it stand as a monument. I'm gonna let it be a constant reminder. All these churches you built, all these monuments of these great men who were known for killing other men. And the Creator said, I'm gonna let it stand. I'm gonna let you build them. It's like I'm gonna make you look at them. You're gonna look at them. It's gonna remind you. See, so we in the cosmic era now, where the Creator, he telling his children, change your mind. You're going to change your mind about how you look at your brethren now. I'm going to raise you up. You're going to be kings and you're going to be gods and goddesses. I got a plan for you. I'm going to put you on other planets and you're going to govern judiciously. You're not going to mistreat my creation. That's what our reality is all about. So things happen, you got to take it on the chin. That's how you train in your spirit. That's how you train in your soul to rule over your brethren. You got to train, you in this reality where Creator, he basically, one of the big messages, you read the OAHSPE, he always pointing out factors about you, always giving you examples. This God, that God, they fell. The righteous God, they came to get him. The wisdom of the Creator that he gives to his gods. Irrefutable wisdom, man. We be reading questions in the OAHSPE, and you keep thinking, when you read them, you say to yourself, now how in the world can he answer that question? And then the Creator do it like it ain't nothing, That's what makes the Bible so powerful. I'm talking about the King James Bible. Those gods in the Bible, false gods, they had to go to school. They were able to attain some Creator wisdom. The only problem is that they give a little bit to you in the Bible, but ultimately it point you to themselves. Ultimately, they give you a little wisdom, and then you say, oh man, that's out of this world, and you must be a God. So that opens the door. Now they can tell you any old kind of thing, and to lead you to them. And that's the biggest danger in the world that the world don't know anything about. The beast kingdom, the beast kingdom. The beast kingdom, man. Its objective is to get you to worship them and they have the ability to do it. They have the ability to do it. And the Creator is now busting his brethren. He's busted some brethren have never been subjected, have never been in captivity to the beast kingdom. Here's my mom's food ministry. If I find out about an orphan or disabled or elderly, or there's a brother or sister who got something going, where you got a little situation where you're trying to minister to these brethren, I can certainly be contacted, man, to jump in. I certainly can. And that's my contact information. Here's the name of my room. You click on the link, bring you in. I like to share some verses. I like to try to find something that brethren will get a kick out of. Creator has shown me that living, real living, is when you dedicate yourself. See, from what I can see when I read the OAHSPE, man, I really need my mouse. I'm up here trying to work it. It don't want to act right. I can't move the screen like I want to. Okay, there you go. So, the Creator, he seems to have taught me, man, that you really get it. When you do something, when you see you're needed, when you help somebody, that's the kingdom of God right there, man. That's real living right there, you know. You think back to some of the things you brethren did, and then somebody was really, I mean, you were like Johnny on the spot to somebody in your life. And you remember the kick they got, man, that blessed your whole day. You might, you know, maybe you wasn't into, the Creator, and, you know, you wasn't thinking about the Creator. You did something for somebody, and it just really, it blessed your soul, man, you know. I remember watching a video. I love to watch them videos, man, where there are people who got the spirit of the Creator in them. I mean, people you don't know. I'm not really into watching videos of famous people, rich and famous, doing something. I mean, it's cool. That's cool. I'm glad it happens. But I like it when people who you don't know, and they do these acts of kindness. Like, there was this one rich dude. Nobody knew who he was, and it was cool, right? So what he did is he stood in line, right? And he waited for a mom with a lot of children. Oh, man, I loved that brother, man. I loved it because that was the kingdom of God. So what he did is when she came to the line, right, with a big grocery cart, a lot of groceries in the grocery cart. See, this is the kingdom of God right here. And what he did is he got behind her, right? And then when she got up to the counter, they started putting all that stuff on there, right? The guy, he told the cashier, he got her attention. Then he pointed to me like, I'm gonna pay for it, but don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'm gonna pay for it. And then the cashier, oh, I love that sister, man. You know, because women, they can read, and they can, you know, they know how to play along. So she read him, right? She read what he was, because he didn't want to say it to her and get her attention. The lady, you know, and and she got it. She read the message, and she didn't act like anything. You know, she didn't act all like, oh, okay, you want to pay for her groceries? You know, you know, she played along, right? So she just rung up the lady, and you know, and she said, okay, you know, here, the groceries over here, and then the lady went to reach in her pocket, right? And then she leaned over to her. She said, no, that's okay. She said, it's taken care of, And man, that lady just was fit to be, she wanted to hug somebody, and the dude wouldn't let himself be known. It's like he was pointing at the cashier, and he was saying like, no, me, don't tell her it's me, you know. I'm gonna pay for that. Don't tell her it's me though, you know. And the cashier caught on, and she said, no, miss, I'm sorry, but this all can be taken care of, And man, it just bless your soul. That's the kingdom of God right there. That's the kingdom. The kingdom is in the world today, man, because there's people doing that. And that lady had about 6 or 7 children. You see? That's the faithless right there. That's a faithless act right there. All right, so it's almost about time for the PowerPoint presentation of the PowerPoint thing that I did. It's called Why Faithists Are Different. Faithists are different, and the kingdom is theirs. The thing that the whole world wants. The Creator said He given it to His children, and He knows who they are. And now still won't work. So, some verses that I like to share in my room. I like to try to find something that a brother would get a kick out of. And I was minded to share about the Zarathustrians. The Zarathustrians. It's important. I'm going to be redundant with the Zarathustrian law, so we can really get a good kick out of what the Zarathustrian law is. Because see here, I posted something that has to do with what is a non-Zarathustrian. And it says look, see, this ain't really important to the world. It says here that non-Zarathustrians are considered unsuitable for higher exalted places of delight, as per the decrees of the divine. And here it happened to be talking about a see, the one thing about this channel right here, and my brethren, the ones in the description area, we talk about things that the world they don't see no value in what we talking about. They don't see no value. The world always got to learn when it's too late. They always got to learn when it's too late about the Creator, the reality of the Creator. Always got to learn when it's too late that, hey, these things are for real. And he says non-Zarathustrians are considered unsuitable. See, I can't move I got to use my laptop, and the mouse is a lot. It waited right until my video began to cut out on me, my mouse. See, I can't use it. It makes it a lot quicker for me because somehow I turned it off. So it says non-Zarathustrians are unsuitable for higher exalted places of delight as per the decree of the divine, because he did not accept this, talking about anybody who does not accept the Zarathustrian law. They don't know what it is. They don't care about it. They don't, a faithist knows what those Zarathustrian laws are. And basically it's about blessing, serve servant's heart towards your brother. That's basically the bottom line right there. How to think about your brother, how to deal with your brother, how to socialize with your brethren, It says, because it's talking about a brother who don't care about it, don't receive it, don't know about it, don't really. Now, there are some brethren who act like Zarathustrians, like that, the one in the grocery store buying those groceries. That was a Zarathustrian act right there. That was a Zarathustrian act. But the OAHSPE say there are people who do not accept the Zarathustrian law while mortal, while you in the flesh, while you alive right now. It says he is unsuitable for the high exalted places of light. So you get a picture of brother, he crossed over, and he lived for himself, I'm going to have some good acts, and that's cool. And then he sees where he wants to live, starts walking over there, then running and jogging, go up to the gate and, yeah, okay, I want to stay over there, I want to let me in, I want to go over there, I want to live over there, I want to be over there, with those people over there, I want to go. And the gatekeeper, he says something like that. All right, so are you Zarathustrian? I'm a Christian, man. I believe in Jesus Christ, Jesus Lord. He who says, confess with his heart, believes with his mind is, not condemned, but shall be saved. You see? Now, I'm embellishing, I am, but I'm trying to paint a picture. See, people play with the Creator, man. You say, look, man, I was just honestly ignorant and that I would have followed him if he would have just told me about the OAHSPE and, But that show you the Creator. He look at their hearts, and then he put them in the way in this day and age of the practical guidebook. He put them in the way. And the most important thing is that delivers you, number one, right out of the beast kingdom. Right out of the beast kingdom. That's the first thing. If you're in a situation, if you in a situation in life, the first thing you want to do is get out of the situation. Okay? If you in a situation in life, the first thing you want to do is get out of the situation. Get out of that first, and then deal with all your wounds and the cuts and all that. Deal with that later. All right? So if I'm in the beast kingdom, okay, the first thing they call it triage. Treat the most important condition first. First thing, brother, is let's get you out of the beast first of all. Okay? Then we can drag you away, and then we can start administering medicine and bandaging, to the wound. But everyone would agree, hey man, get me out of the situation first. All right? Get me out of it. See? Now, that's where the practical guidebook is really the most important thing on the earth today. Because it identifies the beast kingdom. It exposes the beast kingdom. It teaches you to where even a little kid can understand this thing. A little child, man. And then all you have to do is receive it. That's all you got to do. Receive it. Just receive it, man. But a lot of people like to die of self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Self-inflicted, man. Why? Because like we said, we talked about yesterday, you won't let that beast go. You in the grip. Remember, I was looking at a video, and it was brothers and sisters, man, and they was killing me. They was breaking my heart because they were just feasting on that beast, and they were feasting on, it's our time. We getting ready to get Whitey back. We taking his foot off our neck, We gonna get him. Then when we get him, we gonna do this to him. We're gonna take our right foot, put it square up his spine. So deep, you're gonna need a bulldozer to pull it out, talking like that. And I knew these people, and I tried to break bread with them and turn them on, right, to the light. And they made it clear in no uncertain terms, brother, you broke ranks, you ain't welcome, and you better get out of here before we hurt you. Like it say in the Bible, when you cast pearls before the swine, it say that first the pearls, they reject what you trying to give them, right? The story always makes me laugh because it's so exact and true. You throw your pearls to the swine, right? Picture it. And then they take it and they smash them to the ground, right? And then they turn around and look at you. See? And now you see that look in their face, and now you break out running, right? And then they catch you, and then they finish the job. See, that's the way it is in the world today. Go ahead and try it. You know, go into the Beast Kingdom talking about the OAHSPE. Go ahead, watch what will happen to you. You know, first they're gonna take what you give them. We're gonna throw it to the ground, all right, and then they're gonna turn and look at you. See, now I'm speaking from experience. But I learned my lesson. You know, I made a covenant. Like, you'll never get me to speak up first about this. You'll never do it again. Now, you know, you got to start it with me, and then I'll give you all you want. But you go into, you know, hopefully it'll be different with you than it is with me, you know. But go around that Beast Kingdom talking to OAHSPE, you know, and watch what will happen to you. You come near sweet Jesus like that, you know, and you watch what will happen to you. All right, I'm telling you right now. See, self-inflicted wound. You won't break, you won't get away from that beast. You won't do it. Non-Zarathustrians, it says their education is limited. I can't highlight it because it's I got to use the other. It says non-Zarathustrians. It says they're spiritual. Omian, brother. All right. Yeah, good to see you, brother. You say, let me see, the 666 religion is deep and don't want. Yes, sir. You are right about. You are so right. That's my brother there, Omian. He's the one that's got those rooms on Facebook. You click on the link and also go to his channel. I still can't get over that video he did where he talked about the God of Israel or something like that. It was called the true God of David, I think, or something like that. And he clearly shows you that the true God of David and Israel at that point was Baal. That's a false God. The Israelites, that's their God. Do you know the God of the Hebrew Israelites is Baal? I never thought I'd be saying something like that. Why? Because they subscribe to the Bible. They claim it as their own. And I don't know what other gods was the gods of the Old Testament. I know Baal was one, Asherah, Dagon. I know Baal was instrumental in the Israelites, quote unquote, in the Old Testament. Like the brother, go to his channel, man. Look at his videos. Brother's a Gemini. He got a communication gift, and you will see it on his videos. Time for the reading of the word. So anyway, non-Zarathustrians, we're in the reality of non-Zarathustrians. You Zarathustrians, you Faithists. We are in this reality where there are people, OAHSPE call them non-Zarathustrians. It says overall on the bottom here, overall, it say non-Zarathustrians, overall non-Zarathustrians or non-Zarathustrian individuals are seen as outside the community and teachings associated with the Zarathustrian faith and consequently experience limitations in their spiritual journey and understanding within this framework. So this is just one of the ways the Creator, He telling you there's a difference. There is a difference between the Faithists and the world. And one of those is that Faithists are described as Zarathustrians. They subscribe to the Zarathustrians' laws. It marks who they are. And it's not important to the world. It's just not important. So it's time for the reading of the word. So let me set my screen up so that I can do the PowerPoint presentation. I have a PowerPoint presentation that goes into the difference between faithists and the world. So I pray that the Creator, He used this to bless you, bless your understanding. So let me see. Now I'm kind of discombobulated, trying to get my screen set up. So just bear with me. Let's see. Let's get the screen right. Okay, let's see. So we do it like this. Let me see. Doggone it. How do I do this? I do it like present. Boy, I really need my mouse. I missed that mouse, man. Okay, do it like that. And then do this. Share screen. Okay. Share window. Boy, oh boy, mouse, I really miss you. It's really hard to do this without you. But I think I'm going to make it. So anyway, the reading is going to be, let's see. Got to stretch it so I can. Hard to do without that good old mouse, man. Okay, so it's going to be the title, the PowerPoint presentation is going to be the difference between the faithists and the world. And I think it's important. My channel, I want to dedicate my channel not to, say nah to the world like we're better than you, but to state a fact that I don't want us to fall into the mindset that, there is a consequence for not being a faith. There is a consequence, man, that, I don't want to sound like I'm gloating or anything like that, but my mind is, if anything, to drive anyone who listens to jealousy, to want to know about the Creator, and to see this reality differently, to see it to where we should pay attention to our spiritual self. We should redeem the time. Tomorrow's going to come. Ain't nothing we can do about it. We might as well redeem it. So let's see. It's going to be really tough, man, without that good old mouse. I'm going to try to work with it, though. Still try to situate it, brethren. Just bear with me. Okay, I'm getting closer. So, all right, now I think I got it. So here's the PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be called "The Difference Between the Faithists." Trying to do one more thing here. Stretch the screen. And man, you got to hit it just right in order to deal with the screen here. Man. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, do me a favor. If you brother can see the presentation, would you type 1? Can you see the presentation that I'm getting ready to do? Type 1. Because I have a fix where I can't see the part I need to see, the screen part that I need to see to let me know if I'm broadcasting it. Can you type if you can see it, type 1. Thanks, Elijah. Thank you. All right. Now, the name of the presentation is called Difference Between Faithists and the World. May the Creator bless the read. Thank you, Kissy. Thanks for letting me know. May the Creator bless the reading of this presentation. All right. So, the difference between faithists and the world. Now, the objective is to show in this lesson the difference between the people of the Creator and the people of the world. Now, although the OAHSPE guidebook describes all men having a common father, I wish to show in this study that the children of this reality have different destinies and eternal bodies spiritually. There are those who will attain the higher spirituality and glory and dominion, and there are those who will not attain to spiritual maturity for many hundreds and even thousands of years after the world is born into the spirit. Keep forgetting my mouse don't work. Now, in summary, all men, thank you, Mahalia. Summary, all men are not created, or all men are not created or are not treated equally in the current reality. The Creator lets men decide for themselves what they will make of themselves spiritually. This is the eternal mystery. This study will show that faithists carry a great responsibility to themselves and their brethren in the world. Okay, let me see. Kizzy is saying something. I can't see the full screen, so let me. Oh, you talking about the mouse? No, I put a new one in. I hit a button, and it knocked off the mouse function. And I can't take the time to try right now to restore it, reset it. So. No worries. I'll just get it after the presentation. No problem. Thanks, sister. Thank you. All right. So, summary, there is an immense recompense. There is an immense recompense to take the Creator seriously and adjust your life according to the newest revelation we have been given. The current reality is effective in bringing out the apathy in man's spirit. I want to say that again, man. The current reality is effective. It's effective, man. Just look around you. To put people to sleep, man. There's 1,000 things that you can do to cater to the flesh in this reality. See, this room is proof. It's how many people in the world? What, 8 billion? How many people in this room? 6, 7? Same with my brethren who do videos too. And they are powerful brethren. They should be paid, man, for what the information they bring out. I mean, for real, man, The world, they have no taste. They have no desire to know these type of things. Only the children are going to come and they hear the Father's voice. Only the children are going to come, It says the current reality is effective in bringing out the apathy in man's spirit, which eventually leads to the children of the world lamenting when it is too late the opportunity that we have in the current reality to elevate spiritually to greater and all, that should be AWE, awe-inspiring creations of the Creator, currently not known to man, but can only be attained by faith. Awe-inspiring creations that the Creator, that's why when you read in the Bible, it says, eye hasn't seen, and ear hasn't heard the things that it says God, but we know it should say Creator has prepared for those who love Him. See, you thought going to the amusement park when you were 7 and 8 years, you thought, man, that's the ultimate. Creator, He says, man, you know what? My faith is, and primarily it's going to be a kingdom brotherhood of love. Brethren who sincerely are joined together. We're knit united in our love for one another. That's the ultimate right there. See, in a reality where people they genuinely they care about you. See, they genuinely care about you. That's what people. That's what the whole world want. Of anything, y'all ever see that movie City of Joy? City of Joy. That's what the lesson of that movie was. The people were beat down. They had nothing, but they had community, man. You know, and that was all they needed. And they just got a kick out of one another. You know, living together, being with each other. That's the kingdom of God. Faithists have faith in Jehovah. Now, the world says, well, we all got faith in Jehovah. But see, there's a faith that can lead you to death. See? Talking about religion. You know, Christians, they got faith. Mohammedans, they got faith. Buddhists, Hindu, and those religions, they started out good. You know, Pole, Kapilia, Utah, Brahma, Christ, Zarathustra, they started out good and righteous until they got hijacked. Faithists have faith in Jehovah, the Great Spirit, and that's it. Nobody else. You know, the OAHSPE Practical Guidebook Dictionary says it describes a faithist. Describes a faithist. A faithist is one who has faith in Jehovah, being over all and within all, to a wise and definite purpose. One who does not have faith in anything but Jehovah. All right? One who endeavors to make himself in unison with Jehovah by doing good to others, striving to put away self-gratification, a non-resistant, which is opposite from an Uzian. See, the system we in right now, we in the Capricorn system. Mine, you know. Give, you know, gimme. Me. I don't want to make Capricorn look, you know, I'm not trying to look down on them. I'm just saying that they have certain abilities that are in an evil vibration right now, in the sense that capitalism is a Capricorn thing. It means to take advantage of people and resources, and to look at people as things and not humans. They're there simply to be used. And the Creator's kingdom is for people to serve one another. The both are not compatible. The kingdom of God is people's minds will change. Pluto enters Aquarius on November 19th. From what I could see, that will start the ball rolling. And our future will change rapidly. And faithists will be brought to the forefront. That is the plan of the Creator. That's why I was sharing the other day, faithists are the most important brethren in the world without us, and we are in the wings. Don't know who we are, don't know where we are, don't know how to identify us, and so that they can kill us off. And Creator, He won't let the world do it. He scatters us so that they can't find us. They can't. He don't want us. He don't got us joining together, big conventions. You know, a faithist. You know, faithist stadium convention. You know, he don't. It's not his thing right now. Ain't his thing. Faithists elevating spirit. Again, this ain't this. What do the world care, man? So what? You know, what do we care, man? You elevating your spirit. And I didn't put the book down. I think it might be Book of Judgment. It says 2 conditions will manifest in the world. two conditions will manifest. Subjective spiritualists will affiliate with the world's people. And we talked about that the other day. And basically, that's what you see a lot of in the world today. You see a lot of subjective spiritualism where you take your mind and you make a choice about this or that, what you say is true and you can't really prove it, but you say it and people, they just let you say it and they agree with it. And, it sounds right. And, subjective spiritualism. And there's good and there's bad. Subjective spiritualism. It's just so that we live in a world where this is really popular, man, and it's a lot of guys in the world, they can speak good. They speak spiritually. They speak esoterically. They have no foundation. They don't refer to the OAHSPE, the creator, but they real smooth, real pretty talkers. And man, they have lived fat in the world. Boy, they have lived. These are subjective spiritualists. Creflo Dollar. TD Jakes. He's probably, he's a Gemini, man. That means he can talk. He can bamboozle you, or if he's in his higher elevation, he can enlighten you like nobody else. Omian is a Gemini working under his positive vibration, meaning he can break things down to you. A lot like Sagittarius. Sagittarius, they do it differently, though. There's a difference. I haven't yet been able to really pinpoint the difference between the two of them, but their assignment is to teach man, to teaching. So it depends on what vibration you're under. There are two conditions that will manifest in the world. Subjective spiritualists will affiliate with the world's people. That's how you know that they're working under a negative vibration. They will affiliate with the world's people in the sense that they will affiliate with the world's people to the exclusion of the spiritual people. That's what is the flavor of this verse here. See, because it says being deniers of the ever-present person. You deny the ever-present person, but you associate with the world's people. See, these are most of the people you might see on video, on the YouTube or whatever platform. They start talking spiritually, They say, I went to heaven. I saw this. I saw that. And the world says, oh, man, I like that. You mean there's all the cotton candy in heaven you can eat when you cross over? Oh, man, I really can't wait. I believe that. Yeah, no. Don't tell me where it's written. It don't matter. You can't show me where it's written somewhere. So the fact that you said it, man, I'm glad. I believe that, And they don't require there ain't no further proof of, people, subjective spiritualists don't have to give a lot of proof. They deny the ever-present person, and they will use earthly vocations for self-sake. You're greedy, You use earthly vocations for self-sake, but objective spiritualists, being those who live for the Spirit's sake, will be faithists. They live for the Spirit's sake, meaning we live knowing that when we are born in the Spirit, man, what a trip. Meaning we realize that this current reality is for the sake of us, creating ourselves, creating our spiritual self. See, so we live for the Spirit's sake. That's why we forsake the things of the world. The world and its dainties do not appeal to us anymore. We live for the Spirit's sake. That means that we unite in brotherhoods. We do good for the sake of doing good to others. And it's not like we only do these things for ourselves. The Creator, you know, the Creator, he just tastes good, man. You know, I mean, I love what that sister said, Mahalia. Boy, I just can't explain. I get a kick out of that thinking about it. She said, it don't excite me that I'm going to be up under all these blessings. See? She said, that don't excite, that don't grab her, you know. Now, I hope I ain't misrepresenting her, but she seemed to say, like, I get a kick out of knowing that the Creator, he has an affinity for his children. See? He wants all of us to jump and shout and rejoice. Not that some got it good and some don't. See? And I'm with you, brother. Boy, am I with you, man. You know? And so I'm just trying to say that faith is, it's like if we're maturing, we should get to a point where, man, I really get a kick out of you being blessed, man. It really makes my day. See? That's when you're doing things, doing good to others for the Spirit's sake. And then the Creator, he turned around and said, you know what? I'm going to put you over my planet when I make you a god or a goddess. You see? That's it right there. That's the big picture right there, man. It says these latter are the chosen people of the Father of the cosmic era. See, we being born now, It says, and they will become supreme in all the world. How do you like that? Why don't you try telling the world that? Well, it ain't really our thing. We don't like faith ain't about trying to rub it in your nose. A lot of brethren, even brethren who are in my description area, see, they don't talk like this. They don't point out. I mean, they do point out the glory, but I don't want to make it like nah. That don't appeal to me at all. Talking like this, the glory and the difference of the faithists. If anything, I want to make people jealous to want to know what this is all, to know the Creator, because it applies to you too. But you won't receive it. You will not receive it, man. The world's people do not align with spiritual values. Now, this was jumping in. I should have posted more context here, and it was talking about a group of people. It listed 3, but I posted the verse where it talked about those who are non-faithists. They're resistors, they're quarrelers, warriors, disintegrators, and breakers down of all things. That's their fruit. That's where we live. That's the world. And they get a kick out of it too. Most of the world get a kick out of conflict, controversy, disintegration, warfare, You get a kick out, you be hoping somebody die, I hope you die, And people say that like it ain't nothing, It ain't nothing to say that, man, to somebody in this world. Wishing people die. How are faithists different than the world and its people? How? In the book of Esther, it says 3 doctrines have been, are now, and ever shall be on the earth. 3 doctrines. They are first the faithists who know it says 3 doctrines have been, are now, and never shall be on the earth. They are first the faithists who know the all person. Faithists. I don't know why it says doctrines, but who know the all person ever present. Second, the idol worshipers who make the Creator into a man in heaven and not present, but by proxy of certain laws. And third, infidels who believe in nothing. They cannot take up in the hand. They don't believe in anything. They cannot take up in the hand and weigh. It's got to be totally physical, totally appeal to the senses. So, Creator telling you these, and It says three doctrines. You can substitute that word with three types of people in the world. They have been, never shall be on the earth, and always shall be. First, the faithists. And they, people of faith, and faith on a level where they can back up, they can point to solid, concrete evidence of the Creator in addition to their empirical experiences in the work that solidify their faith. They make their faith concrete, man. You know, we read in the OAHSPE that those who have knowledge of the spiritual, their faith is impregnable, man. You just can't come against it. They have something in them that ties them to the second resurrection, which is what most people can't see. And that information, that knowledge that they have is impregnable. It's impregnable. It helps you explain how you see there are people in the world and they do things that nobody else can explain. Why are you the way you are? You know, sometimes there are people who are under negative vibration, some under positive vibration. But this is to know the Creator helps to explain why some people they able to walk the road they walk. You know, Creator help you see why that is the case. When you deal with a faithist and they seem strange to you, they just seem to be walk to the beat of their own drum. It's because they know the Creator on a different level. In order to be a faithist, you got to be able to overcome the world. You got to be able to overcome the world, man. You know, you got to be able to walk your road. When you see other people, most people are walking the other road to religion. In the words of the Creator, it gives us the power to walk our road. We can walk our road. We want you to go with us, but we can't force you. What are some of the ways faithists express themselves? It says, as we read in the book of Judgment, chapter 17, living without a dictatorial government. Our kingdom is one where you don't got nobody ruling over another brother, ruling over authoritatively, oppressively, tyrannically, authoritatively. You know, that ain't our kingdom. That ain't the kingdom of faithists. That's one of the ways that separate us from the world. That's our kingdom. See? What are some of the ways faithists express themselves? We live without a dictatorial government. We judge ourselves. We encourage self-governance. Faithists are invited to live without reliance on external authorities, practicing internal moral governance based on their faith and principles. We got free will. We got ultimate free will, man. We allowed to express ourselves. We allowed to live according to the light that's within us, man. You know, we got the template, which is the practical guidebook. Now we can go out and express ourselves and be faithful to the Creator in whatever way that we choose. We each got our own flavor of doing things. See? You know, in our kingdom, we don't got to suspect one another. Like, man, what has that brother got up his sleeve, man? You know? What's he got in his sleeve? What's his trick? You know, what's his agenda, man? What's he hiding? You know, see, faithists, we ain't got to think like that. We know, we look at a brother, we know that he pushing, he rooting for us. That brother way over there, that sister, you know, big crowd of people. We know that everybody is rooting for each other. So you can express yourself in a way, you know, you can search yourself, look at your gift, and then you meet a brother, you bring that gift out and bless him. You bless him with your originality. Then he turn around and give thanks to the Creator. See? How our faith is different than the world. I know I'm asking redundant questions here. I did that on purpose so I could expound on how we are different. It says faith is kid. It says it says faithists can accurately identify the beast kingdom. That's a big one right there, brother. Man, I'm telling you, boy, that's a big one. Faithists they know what the beast kingdom is. It's to worship anything born of a woman, plain and simple. In addition, faithists accurately describe the events of what happens to a spirit when it leaves the physical body and enters into the spirit realm. We know what happens. And the whole world wants to know that, but they don't want to know it. Faithists know you sit at the body if you're pure. If you're a Zarathustra, you sit at the head of the body right when you cross over. You're gonna find yourself sitting at the head of your body. Your body, you're gonna find yourself sitting at the head of it. If you miss the mark, you cross over and you're sitting at your feet. You got problems, man. I'm sorry to tell you. You go into the spirit and you're sitting at the feet of your body. If you're sitting at the feet of your body, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. You know, truly I am. Because you got problems. You got problems coming, man. I'm sorry to tell you that. And the faithists, they sit at the head of the body. They sing prayers and anthems. On the fourth day, they rise. The ASAP come and check them into the new reality. And from then and thereon, they go to school. They begin a life of schooling and learning. Now, from what I understand, Uzians do too. But it's a different reality for them. That's one of the ways faithists are different than the world, man. They born into the spirit, and then that's where the roads part. I'm sorry. That's that's my highest light from reading the OAHSPE. That's where the fork in the road is. You go one way and then the other, you go the other way. The world don't care. We live in a world that don't care about these things. That's the destiny of the faithists right there, man. They know the events of a spirit when it leaves the physical body. They know where they're going. They go into school. They go into a glory that's far greater than the earth. Earth cannot compare. We're going to go to school. We're going to learn how to be a benefit to ourselves and others. We're going to be able, and the vocation from reading the OAHSPE, the creator seems to say our vocation is going to be of our choosing and of our talents, so that we could turn around and share it with our brethren. We're going to be able to have gifts, man, to share, to serve our brethren, you know. It says, faithists know that they are being trained and groomed to be gods and goddesses in the eternal realm. It says in the book of Ragapati, it was said of old that a god taught the people on one of the stars to believe Jehovah lived in a straw. And they rose in wisdom, harmony, and unity. But then afterwards, another god came and taught them there is no Jehovah. Because in truth, he could not live in a straw. And the people fell into disbelief, disharmony, and disunion. Which then of these was the better God? Yet I declare to you, they were both necessary for both habitation and a figure. The Great Spirit cannot be taught in the first place to enter either angels or mortals. The labor of the gods is to lead the people upward step by step until they learn to be gods and goddesses themselves. So in short, Creator, he uses sometimes what we call conflicting ways of learning. And see, they seem to conflict. Like he used to allow idolatry and deity worship. He said men needed that for a time. But the ultimate is these things are for the training of faithists to be gods and goddesses. Gods and goddesses, even though the Creator can sometimes use things that are conflicting. Faithists can pray and be heard. Now, that means some people cannot be heard. Most people cannot be heard because they don't know how to pray according to the will of the Creator. It says, but hear my prayer, O Father, make me strong so I may carry heavy burdens for the weary. Give me liberty so I may go about helping the poor forever. Give me wisdom so I may uncover your glories for men. Job, he said, go, my daughter, deliver them. They are ready for deliverance. Answer the prayer of these. So the brother, the sister, they're sitting up there praying so that they may be a benefit to their brother or sister. Creator said, all right, I'm going to honor that prayer. That's what I like. He asking me to grant him his request so that he can turn around and bless his brethren. All right, now I'm going to hear that prayer. I hear that. See, the world's prayer is, will you please let me hit the $1 billion lottery? I'll never ask you for anything else again if you just let me hit that $1 trillion. Oh, please, See, that's the prayer of the world. Okay, the $3 million lottery, please, if you can't answer the first one. All right? See, you can't bring that to the Creator. You don't want to hear that. Faithists are under the inspiration of the Creator. Running out of time here, so I'm going to pick it up. Book of Pragpati says, for a question will rise among mortals in the beginning of Cosmic as to whether mortals are ruled by angels of heaven, and I will prove it before them that in this land all gods, lords, and saviors shall be cast out, and mortals shall become worshipers of the Great Spirit, being ruled to that end by the inspiration that shall descend from this heaven. We're all being ruled by an inspiration descending from heaven. Faithists, through the spirits of the Ihuan race, and they shall know that I, Jehovah alone, rule over all and within my works. And in the cosmic era, he says he's going to use inspiration descending from, I don't see how it's ever been different, but I'm reading the verse. Inspiration that shall descend from this heaven. It was inspiration that John Ballou Newborough wrote the OAHSPE. Creator is using inspiration for faithists, their inspiration. Faithists, they can make themselves beautiful. Did you, brother, know that? Again, not that we aim to be selfish, but it's like a fact. It just is a fact, man. Y'all remember the story in the book called The Basis of Deity? The Paradars? I love to talk about this all the time. Remember the Paradars? The Paradars, man. You got to love this story. The Paradars. An angel, a bird, a picture, or as one looking in a mirror sees himself. that which he sees reflected is a paradar. Thus, when a pure man dies, his soul remains for 3 days. There it is again, near the head of his corporal body. See, that's what happens talking about us. What will happen in Faithists? Our head will lie. We will lie near the head of our corporal body. See, this is going to embellish a little bit more. It says, when a pure man dies, his soul remains for 3 days near the head of his corporal body, reciting prayers and anthems. But on the 4th day, he wakes to his condition. He rises, goes forth. The first living creature he sees is Halle Berry. Miss Universe. A female. Now, you got to flip it for the sisters. Denzel Washington. Somebody beautiful. That's what a faithist see. A flying person of great beauty. He salutes her, inquiring who she is. She answers him saying, I am your soul in good thoughts. I am the law you have built on the corporal earth. Behold me, I am yourself. See? And now you see your own self. I am most beautiful because your earth thoughts were beautiful. I am pure because your earth thoughts were pure. Put away yourself. Come inhabit myself. I am the part that can ascend to nirvana, the second heaven. You are the part that dwells as a druid, a bound spirit. On the 5th day, the pure man puts away himself and inhabits I cut it off there, the paradise. Isn't that a beautiful story, man, about the Faithists? That's a beautiful thing, man. You can't get over it. I love that part. We can make ourselves. We making ourselves right now. We actually making ourselves, We are making, oh man. Faithists can worship no other gods other than the Great Spirit. Osiris says again, they will say, talking about the Faithists, or no, wait a minute, I could be wrong. Now, I jumped in the middle here. I should have provided more context. It says, again, they will say, who is Satan and his attendants? You shall answer, whoever professes any name except the Great Spirit is of Satan, which retains itself. So the world is talking with Faithists. They say, who is Satan and his attendants? We say, whoever professes any name except the Great Spirit is of Satan, which pertains to self. Okay. Faithists learn how to attain to the Great Spirit voice. In the Book of Divinity, it says, whoever rules over his own earthly desires, passions, actions, words, and thoughts, being constantly watchful for the highest light and greatest good, is on the right road. And if he persists in this till it has become a constitutional growth within him, then he shall hear the voice talking to you, Faithists. When it says constitutional growth within him, it's like, how in the world, sudden terror happens and people scream. They produce a reaction. For Faithists, it's like a situation hits you, right? You automatically gravitate to the spiritual response. Automatically. Right off the bat. See? That's constitutional growth. We practice that until it becomes constitutional. It's automatic, See? Faithists. We're practicing. That's why we need to read and learn and practice, so that we change our DNA. And we respond automatically, spiritually, constitutionally, to events of our reality. See? Those are the Etherians. They've overcome the Tatraks, the evil inspiration. Faithists have spiritual ascendancy. We have the ability to rise. Faithists beget Faithists. Idolaters beget idolaters, and the infidels beget infidels. But these three conditions are only outward manifestations of the spirit within. The infidel is nearly devoid of spirit. The idolater has one grade more of spirit, but the faithist has spiritual ascendancy. In other words, the idolater, he stagnates. The infidel, he just sits there on the bottom, The faithist goes from glory to glory. Faithists win. Faithists win, brother. Yet the faithist, having faith in the all-person, shall ultimately possess the whole earth and make it a paradise of peace and love. In conclusion, according to the OAHSPE Practical Guidebook, it shows that the Creator has used the earth to raise up people who he calls faithists. These are people who would depart from the spirit of the world and join themselves to the spirit of the great Creator, otherwise known as the Great Spirit. They are identified in the fact that they are monotheistic, worshiping only the great Creator. They are anti-religion. They seek not to serve themselves. They do not subscribe to any other God other than Jehovah. In addition, faithists are future gods and goddesses in training, and eventually are supreme over the whole world. And brother, that is the end of the reading of the presentation. And brethren, thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me give this presentation for your consideration. That will be the end of the presentation, and I'm going to set the link in the room for maybe a minute or so, hang out for a minute or so. Actually, shoot, it's going to be hard without my mouse. It's hard to set up to put the link in the room, so maybe I'll just I don't know if any of you brethren want to come on, just tell me in the chat and I'll put the link in the room. But it's hard to do now that I don't have my mouse. So, but anyway, just let me know if just type 1 if you want to come on, and I'll put the link in the room. It's hard to do it without the mouse, but I can do it. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and try. I got to use 2 fingers on this pad. Then copy it. All right. I think I did it. All right. And then if someone wants to come in, and all right, there's the link right there. Okay, so shoot, brethren, thank you, man. The Creator, the PowerPoint presentation on how faithists are different from the world, and it's really a shame that we in a situation right now where we looking at a world and these things don't really mean a hill of beans to the world that we live in. And even though we're in a time where November 19th, Pluto is going to go back into Aquarius, and we don't know what could take over then. I certainly seem to think a rise in technology. I think it's interesting that these international governing bodies are moving towards vegetarian, moving towards plant food. Did you, brother, know that? You know how the Creator, he commands men to turn to a herbivorous creature from a carnivorous creature? And I think that command goes to the world. It makes sense to me because he's got to get war out of man's spirit. And flesh food, it seems to charge the blood with warfare and conquest and killing. Now, I could be wrong, but the Creator, he seems to say the same thing. So I think that command is for the world, not just faithists. I know that there are faithists who are keeping that even as we speak. They come into that knowledge and they turn into it. And but the events that are coming to pass, the Creator seems to say that it is our kingdom. It's like our time. It's like the kingdom the end of the current system of things of conquest and money getting and the few and exclusion of the many, and that's the situation that we're under. So, brethren, man, if ever there was a time to seek the Creator, if ever there was a time, man, if ever there was a time, and the Creator won't allow Himself to be known except to the children. That's what I seem to see. He's not letting everybody come into the knowledge of the OAHSPE. I want to say it one more time. Nazarene is he's posted that verse, which means the end of the video. I want to say this before I close it. There are people, I'm sorry I'm redundant, but man, people cannot hear His voice. I'm telling you from experience, man, people cannot hear the Creator's voice. And it's one thing that shakes me more than anything, probably. And we always got to learn. Well, not FAITHISTS, but the world, they always got to learn when it is too late. Oh, what a terrible thing. So, Creator, thank you for this opportunity to meet with my brethren, to have fellowship with them where we could get together. You say that you love it when we show some sort of unity, that we're like-minded, that we gather together like this, and you say it's a pleasure to you, and you say that you get a joy out of your sisters and brothers, or not your children, when they meet together like this. And Creator, I just pray that for all my brethren here, my brothers and sisters, that you grant us wisdom, knowledge, understanding, grant us endurance and patience, and to help us to serve one another, and empower us to prepare us for that time when you put us on the world stage and people see who we are and people start coming in great numbers. And we know that that's the agenda going forward. So, Creator, pray that you are glorified, and give thanks that you give us your word, and we know what your agenda is. And when you go with us, when we go away from each other now, and be with us until we come together again next week, according to your will. Thank you. All right, brethren, that's the best I could do. Thank you for joining me, the video, having fellowship with me. Brethren, I bless you and appreciate you so much. And brethren, please, until I see you again, Creator willing, peace be unto you. Shalom.